Hey guys, please leave me a message on the chat box, and I know you're here, so we can start. How are you doing this today? Okay, guys. Last week we okay. Let's see if you can hear me, and please ping. Okay. Last week we do a question saying we are going to find all the occurrence of the substring in a given string, and this week we are going to replace the substring. So we are going to replace this substring. Like for example, I have a string called AAA, BBB, CCC. So I want to replace, for example, I want to replace BBB to with the substring called, how about XXX, like this substring. So what I want is like, you are going to have like AAA, XXX, CCC, and this one is the input, and this one should be the output. Okay, so it sounds easier, right? So what we need to do is like, if you want to replace BBB, the first thing is you have to find out where's the BBB. Like you have to find out the BBB first. So the first step is find BBB, and you find this position, and then you also find this position. So you can like doing something like this. So you cut this string into 3 parts. So 1, so you cut AAA and CCC. So now I know here is BBB, right? So if you want the output, so what you need to do is just like AAA plus merge XXXX and merge CCC, and then you will get the output of AAA and XXX and CCC. I'm not sure in Python we have the function called replace, so let's just Google it. So I'm gonna Google like Python replace function. Okay, yeah, obviously in Python you can do just a replace. So you can do replace with the old one and the new one, something like that. But what I want you to do today is we are not going to use this function called replace, and we will just do use the programming we have last time. Use the function called find, and then we find out where's the BBB, the position of this substring, and then we cut it and then we will merge it into the output like AAA. Okay, after that I think you can study this like the replace function and see if you can just use the replace function to replace instead of using your own one. And let's start from our print. So so the first thing is, of course, we want you to have the PyCharm. So you're going to open my project, go to desktop, projects, and CCC. I'm going to open here, and so I open this one, and I may have to change the font size. So let me change the font size, because I changed the my OBS setting, and this OBS setting, I'm not sure you can see very clear, because I dropped the video bitrate to 500, and usually it should be 450, but I drop it to 500, and hopefully it doesn't blur, but it should be more smooth. Okay. 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 So I'm going to create one file. Like for example, let's say just replace dot sorry, I'm going to do new Python file, name it replace. So we have replaced, and I come back to copy our script, copy this one, like, so I can know what I am doing. So remember that you can comment out with the triple code. Basically it's a string, but you can use it as a comment. Like if you want to comment out one line, you can use the pound key, like you comment it out, so the program won't run this line. So, but yeah, here if you want to do multiple line, so you can have this triple code, and then you can do like input like this way. Okay, so the first thing is like first I need to find out where's the BBB, right? Let's have the variable called, let's say in string. Okay, in1, like in1 like stand for input 1, and so the string is like AAA BBB CCC, and I want to do like and I want to have the substring like just sub1 is BBB. So so I want to find out where's the BBB, right? So like last time we do in1 dot find BBB. Okay, so let's see where's the position. I just put position equal to find from the find function, and I know where's the position, like just position. I will just run it. So as the first time they want to use control shift R. So you choose the script, the file you just create, and we have replaced. So you set the position 3, and which is the index. So like if you count it from here, 0, 1, 2, 3. So you always count from the first at the beginning. So you count 0, 1, 2, 3, which is correct. So here is the index 3. And how about here? Here, what's the position of here? So if you know this position and you want to know this position, and obviously if we know how long of our substring 1, and we will get the position of this one, right? So which is easier? So we just saying position length sub 1. You may just saying how about just L1 equal to sub 1, and now you would print position plus L1, and let's see. So this time I can click the first one like Control R, and I may just have the shortcut key and just Control R, and then I get the second position is like 6 here, 6. So let's just count. Here is index 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6. So and now I want to cut them. Like I want to cut the first one AAA, the rest of them is CCC, right? So what I want is like, I want a substring. So in the Python, we use substring like last time, right? Did we use substring? Nope. So let's find out from Google. So we do Python substring. So you go, is there a way the substring? Let's just click here. So if you want a substring, it's just string and star and end. So you know where's the star and where's the end. So let's just do like this. Like, for example, I print the first one, print int1 substring. So you would say from the position 0, right? So because you will start from 0 to here, and here is the first position, this one, right? So this one position is like POS, and let's run it. Control R. Whoopsie. It's saying oh yeah, it's not a comma, right? It should be a column. So let's run it one more time. It give me the answer is AAA. So the next one is I want to get CCC. So let's just like print int1. So the start position is like from here. So what's the position of this here? So is this one, right? So I copy it and paste here, and like this. If you want to know the end, and you can see all the way from here to here, the end. But in Python, and if you don't specify any number after this column, it should be by default is to go all the way to the end. And let's see, Control R. So it will give me CCC. Okay, so I give you a few minutes. You finish this code, and I hopefully you can get AAA and CCC. And the more important thing is I want you to get this answer, this output. Okay, if you get this output, please leave me a message in the comment box. So I guess we will use Zoom. I will try if you guys have Zoom, and we can try Zoom. So Zoom, last time we tried Google Hangout, is a little bit slow. So I want you guys to install Zoom and see if we can use the Zoom to talk with each other. But yeah, I give you some time to finish this code, and I want the output to be AAA XXXCCC. Okay, so of course you have to be like the new sub, right? Like sub2 equal to XXX. But yeah, but eventually I want you to print the output like AAA XXXCCC. Yeah, few minutes. If you finish, please leave me a message. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna finish my code. Like I need to print it out. Right, print like in1. I copy from here. Okay, and I press like here. I press XXX, so it's substring 2. So I will get substring 2 and press, and the last one like this one. So okay, and now I will run it. So I will get the answer AAAXXCCC. And if you go back to our question, we might want you to do like all the occurrence of the substring. Like for example, if instead of just one BBB, you probably have something like XY, Z. Let's just XYZ another BBB. If you have another substring here, and what I want you to do is like of course you have the you will have the output like this one, XYZ, and then XX, something like this. So how are we going to do this one? like because we want to find out all the occurrence, and then we'll do the substring. So yeah, like last time, we will continue to look for the next BBB. So how are we going to do that? So we may just like okay, we found this position, and then we use the find function and just jump one more character and start from here, and we will look for any new substring. So like XYZ, and we have BBB here. So we will jump from the next one and go to look for the next BBB. So we will just like do here. We will saying position 1, or maybe just saying 2, and like IN1, the input 1, and 5 BBB, and then you have to give them the star position, because you will know that is the one of the first one, and so you want to move forward one character. So like it's like position +1, and then let's see if we can find this position or not. So we will just print POS2, position 2, and again I can run here, or I can just control R. In map you will do command R. So yeah, I got the 12. So of course, if I got 12, and I can do the same thing like here, right? You just kept it, and yeah, I may just like you can copy this one, and put it here, and then you said, because you're not going to just sing to the all the way to the end, so you have to give the one position like to here, right? To here. So that is the position 2. So let's run it, and we haven't finished yet, but you will get AAA, XX, CCC, XYZ. So you have to replace this BBB to XXX. So you just cat sub2 and plus IN1 from of course is like position 2 to position 2 to here, position 2, here's position 2. You will go all the way here. Think about that if you still have something like 1, 2, 3 here. So you have to go from this position like 12. So we got 12 plus the length of the substring. Like here is 3. So 12, 13, 14, and 15. So you will got 15. So I just plus 3, and again you can go all the way to the end, and yeah, let's see. So let's just run it, and you will get something like this. Okay, yeah, I give you 2 minutes, and you can finish this code, and then we will go use the recursive function to do this replace, substring replace. Yeah, once again, if you finish Yeah, Jordan, yeah, we are going to use if we for the next, probably next week, and we will use Zoom, so I can call you and see your desktop, right? So yeah, if you don't like the variables, and you can name it by yourself, and which for the variable you can name it any literally any name, as long as you can remember what are they. So usually if I do, I will name, give it some meaning, like for example is input or output or substring or position 2 or position 1, and you can type it longer, and so it will help you to understand the name of the position and the meaning in this variable. But since here, and if you want to type fast, and you can just like soften the name of the variable. Okay, yeah, I move it a little bit here, so you can change in1 to like input 1, like input 1. Let me see if I can rename it to input 1. Just the current file. So refactor, yeah. So I can do input 1, and if sub 1, sub 2, that's fine. So yeah, if you don't like it, and you just keep it input 1, but yeah, you can do refactor, like right click and refactor, rename, and then you can change all the variable name. Like for example, here the position, and you can just say position 0, so like position 0, something like this. So you can change all of them to position 0, but you have to type more, right? Yeah, if you finish, please just ping here, and I know you have finished the code, and then we can move forward. Please leave me a message if you okay, cool. So yeah, I guess you already get the same answer, and you got the concept. You can how to replace it, but yeah, and like if this string is long, like a lot of substring, so how are you going to do that? And then you probably need to have a function. So, and in this function, and you can just have your program to repeat to do the same thing, like this. So like last week we have the we create a function called file string. Here get all the substring, right? So if we get all the substring, which means we get all this position. So I want you to just copy this script. So if you don't have this script in your desktop, and you can go my GitHub. You just go GitHub, and I will give you a link. My GitHub. Like in my projects. Where's my projects? Here. And you go CCC in 2019, and we have 5 strings. So, and yeah, here's the link, and you can copy this script and put it in your PyCharm. So I will give you here. Okay. So the reason we keep doing this recursive function is like I want you to learn more about the recursive function. So yeah, you develop your way to how to use this recursive function, because most of the time, if you want to get the full mark in the CCC competition contest, you have to know how to do the recursive function. And yeah, if you do the recursive function, and you probably can get half of the mark in the last question, most of the time, I mean. So yeah, let's just copy all the script. You click on the link here. You click on here, and then you go to grab this script. If you don't, you can grab it. Control, copy, and paste, and Control All here. Yeah, you can use Control All and Control V. So you will replace here. Obviously, yeah, in this function, get all substring, it just like it will give you all the position of the substring, right? For our case, like I want you to copy this one, AAA, or back to here, like for all the string. You copy it here, and then our substring is BBB. So you put BBB here, and now you run it. The first time you run this script, and you have to go this function, this option, like Control Shift R in map is a little bit different. Probably Control Shift R are the same thing. So you choose 5 string. So because I have the 5 string, this one, or if you have the other file name, you should choose your own file name. So we click here, and I get the number 3, 12, 18. So which is 3, 12, 18. So and I want to replace the substring, the new substring, like the sub2, and I copy it here, and I go back to here, and I put the substring 2. So think about that. If you got all this position, and what you need to do is like I want to replace them, like replace the first one. How am I going to replace the first one if I already know this location? So you will define a function called replace string. Okay. So if you want to replace a string, and you give it a position, okay, and then you might yeah, you just give it a position, and now you have this string, okay, in this string. So you said the same, like you can copy from the old one, right? From the old one, you can like see, in the replace, and if you know the position, the first position, and then you press the len, and then you go to the from the position, you cut the first one, and then you keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. So, and let's just do this. So let's just copy this one and go back. We copy this one and we comment it out and put it here. And so the first thing is like if you want to replace something, or you want to if you want to replace, because you probably need to replace when you do here. This one way is like if you find it and then you replace it immediately, right? You probably can do this. Or the second way is like if we got all the position and you just cut them in different pieces and then you merge them together. Like in here, you just cut the first one and you cut the second one and all in small pieces, and then you merge them together. You know what I mean? So like for example, let's just cut the first one. Okay, so for the first one, and I know this one, so let's just cut the first one and see from, we just like, for example, we just like return, or we have this string. Okay, so you would have the, for example, for the position, like probably from the last position. You know what I mean? Let's make it simple. Instead of make it simple, like from the for example, from the 0 to the position. And so here is, because in this case is should be from the 3. So I put it here, and you should be 0 to 3, and then what I want is 0 to 3. So you probably have the star position. So you may just say star position. Okay, so let's see. I will try like for example X, anyone, replace from 0 to the position 3, and then I'm gonna print X, and of course I will run it. So I will get the first one, AAA, right? Because I start from 0 and then I cut it 3. So the same thing, like if you cut it from 12 and you get like, what I mean is like the start position from the next one, like for example I have Y, you call the same function, and the start position should be from this one. So the previous X will go plus the length of the substring, and you will go here, and now you will go to the next substring. So it would be 3 plus the length of the substring. So you will press substring, and then the next parameter is like here is 12, so I get 12. So let's see. I will run it. So I will get this one. So you will see is CCC, YYY, BBB. So I give you a little bit time and you can finish this code. And if you finish, and you can continue to get all these substring, like 1, 2, 3 and LJ and this one, and then we are going to figure out how to merge them together. All right, so I will give you like 2 minutes so we can continue. Okay, the same thing, if you finish, please leave me a message in the comment area. If is printing AAA, so you make sure, because you get AAA, it's, to me it sounds like it's not start from, you start from 0 instead of start from the from here. So you here is from 0, of course you can get the first one is AAA. If it is start from the from this position, like from this position, from here, you know what I mean? So you have to be like from here, the start position, the star one. Instead of from 0, you have to start from 3 plus the length of the substring, and then to the next position, and then if you print y, and then you will should get CCC XYZ. Yeah. While you guys are still coding, and I will turn on my Zoom. No, you don't have to show the retail 18. It's just for me to do the debug. And usually I like to just print the output. If in your exam you don't have to print them, and instead you shouldn't print them, but you after when you submit your answer you have to comment them out. But here, because we want to know how we got the answer step by step, that's why I just keep all the output print here. So yeah, there's no need to have to print it out. Okay, so while everyone just working on the code, and I will turn on my Zoom and see if you have the Zoom and you can call me, or let's see, where's my Zoom? In a new meeting. I'm not sure. Not sure how does it work. So okay. All right. Okay. Let me put this one down. And gonna be why people copy your password. And the password is well, fine, fine. Yeah. Well, it's my first time to create a meeting, but yeah, if you have the Zoom, and you can try it. And I'm gonna stop my video in right. Yeah, if you have Zoom, you can try see if you can connect to me or not. And okay, I guess everyone have finished the meeting ID. I don't know. I have no idea what's the meeting ID mean. Just mention. Yeah, I see Jordan. Hi, Jordan. I don't know. I have no idea what's the meeting ID mean.
Hello.
Hi, Jordan. Hello. Hello. Okay, so let's continue. So oopsie.
Hello?
Yes.
What? Huh? Hi, Java. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Oh, who is this kid, bro? Like, not gonna lie, kind of looking sad.
So please just mute all. I'm gonna. Okay, let's continue on programming. Okay. So I'm gonna finish it, and you can continue to finish your coding. So because I finished the 12, and then I'm going to continue for 18. So let's just copy this part and place it here. Like this y is xyz, and then I have to print z here. So the position for you to start is this time is 12, right? It's like this one is 12. So I can do 12, and then the next one, because should be 18. So I will get 18, and I'm gonna print it one more time. So you get 1, 2, 3. So right here 1, 2, 3, and then you get this one. Yeah. So you will see we just keep doing the same thing, repeat them, right? Repeat the same pattern, like from here, from 0, and then you go 3, 12, 18. So you just keep doing the same thing. So that's why we can use a loop to loop these leaks. So we will loop it. So what I'm going to do is just like I'm going to loop the leaks. So I can do like for example I in and print I. So I will do run. So I get 3, 12, 18, exactly what we have here. And our start position is 0, right? Yeah, because you have to start from the beginning. So we just like start is equal to 0, and then you are going to just like copy this function, and let's just put it inside here, replace. Okay, replace. So you have the star. Okay, and the one is I, because it's 3, because 3, right? So and in the next round, and the star should be go like I plus the length of this one, right? So you should be have the new star equal to I plus the length of the substring. And now we run it and see what happened. So you get I'm coming out this, coming out.
Hello.
Coming out.
Hello.
Coming it out, and run it one more time. So you get AAA, CCC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, and you found that we are missing the last one. Okay, the last one. Because it should be to the end, right?
Hello?
So that's why for the last one you
Hello,
should.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but yeah, I'm gonna mute it. So for the last one, let's just print the last one. Is like replace, or probably you don't have to replace. You may just like get the last one is like from the the star, this star, and the position, because to all the way to the end. So I will do this without specify anything in the end. So it will go all the way to the end, right? So I'll run it again. So you get AAA, CCC, XYZ, 1, 2, 3, and LJI, JI. So if you get all of them, and if you want to merge them together, and how are we going to do that? So you probably like need a list to hold all of them, and then you come back to merge them one by one, right? So yeah, to make it simple, like we have the list 1. Remember last time we said you might probably use append. You append this part. Yeah, of course you append. Sorry about that, Walker. I am going to mute you. Yeah, I mute. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to end the meeting. Sorry about that. Okay. So we put everything into list 1, and let's just print it. Print list 1. So you got all the substring here, and we are going to merge them and put the substring XXX into the gap. Okay. So I'm not sure in Python they have the function called joy or no. Let's just Google. You can use joy or Python list joy. Yeah, they have joy, and you can join them together. Like if you want to have x1, you can join them. Yeah, most of the language they have the join function, but here I don't want you to use joy because we want to do more practice. So we want to just once again I want to loop the list 1, and then we want to join to the output. So we for example, we have the output which is empty. So what you need to do is like you have the for property this time is j, and list 1, and you will do for example output equal to output plus plus j plus the substring 2. Okay, so let's see, print the output. So you will run it, you will get something like this. Okay, is it true? We have the XX here. Let's see. No, it looks like for the last one we don't need to have substring 2. So yeah, I think you can figure out how to remove this XX. If it's the last one, you can skip to press sub 2. So you can just get you can, because every time you just merge here, and but for the last one, you don't have to put it here because to all the way to the end, right? Okay, so how are we going to remove the last one? Yeah, probably you can do like the simple way. You can just count it and you substring this part, or if you know the index, I mean, if you know it is the last one, and you can skip it. Okay, like for example, you can do something like in Python they call they use a function called list to loop to have index. Yeah, we usually use this function, and you can just wrap it with your list like this one, and it will give you a index and the value. But if you are not familiar with this function, the built-in enumerate function, and you probably can use just for loop. Use the for loop. You can use this for loop to loop your list, or if like me, and if to be more easier, I may just give a star can, like just can equal to 0, and so every time I may just saying can plus 1. Okay, so yeah, so you might just think if you will do like this. If your count is greater than or equal the length of the list 1, I mean, if you're less than, and then you should do output equal to output, and then if it is not the last one, and you should put it into this gap. If it's the last one, we should skip it. Okay, so let's run it. So yeah, then this part will be gone. Okay, yeah, I give you a few minutes. You can finish it, and we will finish this class for today. But what I want you to do is like you are going to remove all this print and just keep this one. And if you are good at Python, you should like for the input, all this input, you can just use the input function to put it to your script. So instead of hard code them in this file, you can just have the input for all of them, like the CCC. You do input. Okay. So if you finish, please leave me a comment in the chat box. So, and we are good to go for today. Oopsie. Whoopsie. Michael, are you able to, do you have the Zoom? Or Google Hangout? Okay, so I'm going to turn on my Hangout and then we can talk. So I'm going to Hangout. Cannot join. Why? Okay, let me do this. And now I close this one. Hey, Michael. So yeah, just show me your desktop. Yeah, like I can use Google Hangout, and yeah, if you have the Google Hangout, you can use Google Hangout if you want me to help you on your code. So yeah, just let's see. That's good, but okay. Let's see. So we have, let's compare what we got here. let's compare. That's Michael's code, and so we have list 1 start from 0 and all the leaks, and then we have replace and do print it out. And so yeah, you didn't split in this, so because you here doesn't got any number like 3, 12, 18. So would you mind just scroll up and see? Scroll up and let me see. Scroll up and get all the string, and then start from here, BBB, Alex, and then here start from 0, and then scroll a little bit down and replace start. That's correct. And then continue, scroll down, hold on, and yeah, print list 1. Please print to list 1 append. So the list 1 doesn't have it. So the list 1 doesn't have anything to replace the star and R len string print list 1 J, because we don't have. And so okay, Michael, what I want you to do is like just put a print here, and let's just see print or praise, and you run it and see what happened. Like if you should have this kind of thing like AAA, BB, CCC, XYZ. Yep, just copy it and paste. What? Oh yeah, Alex. Okay, it sounds like this. You didn't call this one. It sounds like you didn't call this one. And let's just print, have you add this one, print a list and see what we can, have you called this one or not? You scroll up a little bit, scroll up. Right. Stop here. Oh yeah, you try to print here, but doesn't have anything like 3, 12, 18. So the problem is on here. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. So comparing to this code, we put the elix.append result in here instead of after the return. So you know what I mean? So you have to put, because the elix, this elix before you return, So before you return, you have to put the result into the elix. You got what I'm saying? So you put the line 13 to in front of 12, like this line should be here. Yes. And yeah, and you have to put the result, your result. Yeah, you put the result like here, this result into the list, because the append is just push one result into the list. No, you don't have to print it. You put the result into the append as the parameter. You have to put it like this one. Yeah, that's good. Now let's run it and see if you can show. Yeah, yep. So I guess you are good to go. Pretty much. All right. Yeah, see you next week. I'm Michael. Bye.